guys, it's 7:10 in the morning. Just leaving my house. We had planned to go to HMP later today, but I think a truck yesterday crashed into the wall and messed up the barrier and all this stuff, so they canceled. So Evadale is having a rental. We've never been, but I hear it's a really good track. It's a quarter-mile track too, so there's a lot more shut down. So we're gonna go to that. I'm gonna go get some fuel, some E85 from the gas station, and then I'm gonna go to the shop, meet my brother, and we're gonna load up. I'm really gonna try to hit it harder to this in the 60. Usually I try to hit it hard, and if it spun, then I would just turn it down. But I think I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna hit it hard, and if it spins, I'm gonna correct the suspension, whether it be loosen up the rear, tighten up the rear, tire pressure, whatever it may be. It's been like 120, 360 foot effortlessly at XRP. And I think it can go easily much faster than that. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's do it. Put that last on here. Everything's good?
I've got here and still fucking like that.
Yeah. Those guys get a ton of pussy, I'm sure of it.
At least each other's.
Kill that truck. It's being stupid. Congratulations. The only way you can kill that truck is being stupid. Congratulations. Hey, you ain't got no ride no more, fool.
I had a lady bring a fucking Toyota Corolla. Took the fucking oil, there was no oil. No oil. I was like, how far do you drive every day? She was 20 miles round trip. I took the filter out. That motherfucker had this control. And the fucking car, no knock.
first pass y'all saw, I hadn't been in the driver's seat for like 2 months. So I was a little rusty. The burnout wasn't that good. I think the bad pass was due to the burnout. I don't think it was a suspension, but it could have been a little bit of both. So shitty burnout. I've never been to that track, so the 60 foot, I mean the starting line is a lot shorter from where you do burnout. I did the burnout past the beams, which double bulbed me, and then the light dropped right away. So I was like, no, I'm gonna back up. Backed up, had to wait. I basically got on the bump too early, and I have like a 600 RPM overshoot on my two-step. So if I try to bump before the two-step drops, I'm at like 5,100 RPM, and I normally bump in at 4,500. So that's why when I bumped, I was at over 5,000 RPM, and when I bumped, it was just too aggressive. So I learned my lesson on that. On this second pass, we basically left the tune 100% the same. Actually, the first 3 passes, the tune was 100% the same. So this pass, I loosened up the rebound on the rear, tightened up the compression, like 2 clicks, and then I tightened up the front just a little bit on the rebound. Same exact tune-up, everything. Did a good burnout, made the hit, but I basically anticipated that it was going to spin because it spun the last pass, which I leave, and for some reason I just get out of it, 0.4 into the run, and get back in it. So it went like a 140 something 60 foot. But we knew, okay, it's going to go down. Third pass, same tune again. Nothing has changed at all. This time, good burnout. I know it's gonna hook, so I'm just gonna obviously not let off. And good pass. Come back, and I tried to bring in, for this 4th pass, I tried to bring in the boost a little bit sooner, but maybe I didn't bring it in soon enough. Like I just made a small change and it wasn't big enough. And then I added 2 pounds of boost after the 60 foot. And made another pass, and it ran similar ET, but picked up a little over 2 miles an hour today. So it's definitely making some power.
Brian.
Look fast. Not used to it. They didn't throw in the fucking trash. Where's the computer? Felt fast.
They look fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Felt fast.
Where do you get the slip?
There. You're right next to it. So what did we learn? What did we learn on the twin turbo kit versus the single turbo? My fastest pass with the single was in the winter. It was 50 degrees or so. Inlet temps started around 70 degrees on those single turbo passes because it was colder. Now we made these passes, it was 80 something degrees, starting inlet temps for like 115. So there's gonna be some power to be had, you know, from starting at a much lower inlet temp on your, you know, IATs. You're gonna have power there that's missing, plus better air, lower density altitude. There's power missing from when I ran my single turbo passes, the fastest passes. This combination is exactly the same as the single combo, motor-wise. Everything's the same. The only thing's changed is the turbos, twin turbos, that's it. Oh, and the intercooler. But this intercooler is smaller than the other intercooler I had. The other intercooler is right here. It's a Garrett core, two big 900 horsepower cores, 1800 horsepower total, that core. Better, it's a better intercooler. This is the same Garrett cores, but this is only rated for 1300. I did that because that looked like shit. It was too big. It was too low, looked terrible. This looks really good. People have been really fast, so this is what we're going with. But this combination is going the same exact trap speed on 28 pounds. The single took 38 pounds to do that in the winter. So if I had to guess, this thing will go the same amount an hour on about 26 pounds. It's making a lot of power. The inlet temps are a little high. Well, they're quite a bit higher than this intercooler. It could be a combination of things. It could be the intercooler's obviously a little bit smaller, the core. The turbos are right here. They're getting zero air to them. So I could cut a hole. I could put some slits to get some air into there. There's some room. We could put a 90 off this and maybe bring a pipe down, and maybe the air can get down from the bottom. We might experiment with that. We might take off the bumper and make some passes without the bumper so the turbos can get fresh air, and just see, does it make a difference? I don't want to cut up my bumpers or put, you know, a lot of money or time into creating some intake tubes and it does nothing. So we might take the bumper off at the track and see if that does anything. But as of right now, this thing's making a shitload more power. Back pressure is 1-to-1 right now. The single kit wasn't. It was like 1.8-to-1. Was it the turbo? I don't know. I personally think it was the turbo kit, the design, more so the crossover, the way it was, you know, merging into the turbo. I think that played a big role. The downpipe was a 4-inch downpipe. I don't see that being a big problem. But other than that, I mean, it spools up almost twice as fast. You know, it gets to 12 pounds in like 3 seconds flat in the heat, which I know in the winter it'll probably do it in 2.5, 2.6, which is crazy because I've never had anything that spooled that fast. Combo's just working. I'm gonna try to go to HMP this Sunday one more time before I take all the turbo stuff off and get it powder coated. I still want to powder coat that stuff. It looks terrible. But Sunday we're planning to go. I'm definitely gonna bring in the power a lot sooner. I think it'll go 160 foots, no problem. And I may turn it up maybe 35, 36 pounds just to see what it'll back cab. Yeah, car's running good.